The notion that science is satanic and deceiving faithful Christians is a perspective that has gained traction in certain circles. Proponents of this view argue that science is inherently at odds with Christian values and that its findings and theories are intentionally designed to lead believers astray. However, this stance is built on a flawed understanding of the relationship between science and faith. At its core, science is a method of inquiry that seeks to understand the natural world through observation, experimentation, and evidence-based reasoning. It is a discipline that operates independently of religious affiliations, and its primary goal is to advance our knowledge of the universe and its workings. Science is not inherently satanic, nor is it driven by a desire to undermine Christian faith. Rather, it is a neutral pursuit that aims to uncover the truth about the world we live in. One of the primary concerns of those who view science as satanic is the perceived contradiction between scientific theories and biblical accounts. For instance, the theory of evolution is often seen as being at odds with the creation story in the book of Genesis. However, this perceived conflict stems from a misunderstanding of the relationship between science and scripture. Science and faith operate in different domains, with science focusing on the natural world and faith dealing with spiritual and moral truths. The idea that science is aligned to faithful Christians also relies on a misconception about the nature of scientific inquiry. Science is not a monolithic entity that seeks to deceive or manipulate people. Rather, it is a community-driven process that relies on peer review, replication, and open critique to ensure the validity and reliability of its findings. Scientific theories and models are constantly being refined and updated as new evidence emerges, and this process is not driven by a desire to undermine Christian faith, but rather to advance our understanding of the world. Moreover, many scientists are themselves Christians, and they see no inherent conflict between their faith and their scientific pursuits. In fact, many scientists argue that their faith is actually strengthened by their scientific inquiry, as they see the natural world as a reflection of God's creation. The notion that science is satanic and anti-Christian is not supported by the fact that many Christian scientists have made significant contributions to our understanding of the world, from the discovery of the laws of motion to the development of modern medical treatments. It is also worth noting that the rejection of scientific knowledge and methods can have significant consequences for Christians and non-Christians alike. By rejecting the findings of science, we risk undermining our ability to address present global challenges such as climate change, poverty, and disease. Science has the potential to improve the human condition and to promote the well-being of all people, regardless of their faith background. In conclusion, the idea that science is satanic and lying to faithful Christians is a misconception that stems from a flawed understanding of the relationship between science and faith. Science is a neutral pursuit that seeks to understand the natural world, and it is not driven by a desire to undermine Christian faith. Rather, it is a community-driven process that relies on evidence-based reasoning and open critique to advance our knowledge of the world. By embracing scientific inquiry and its findings, Christians can deepen their understanding of the world and promote the well-being of all people, while also remaining faithful to their spiritual and moral values.